August vibes. August vibes. August vibes. What are we looking forward to for August? It's really interesting. I took a peek at Afefe's channel. She is Touch by Tarot, I think is the name of her channel. And hey y'all. Sorry. So she's Touched by Tarot, I think. And she was reading on the orange one, health or something, because she said she's just been getting this feeling that he's not going to be there. And like, I understand that feeling because y'all know I've been having it. And okay, I'm going to have to cancel this. Oh, that's me now. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and schedule this one for later. Today's Saturday. I don't think I'm going to do one. I think I'll do a TikTok live tonight. I don't think I'm going to do one of these. Alrighty. Yeah, because I neglect TikTok, so I think I'll do a TikTok one tomorrow. Okay, so like I was saying, she was getting essentially the same cards that we got. She had like a Six of Pentacles. Like, seriously, in the set, pretty much the same cards. And I was like, ooh, that's so interesting. Because, like, what? And she was getting, maybe, it's not that the guy is actually, like, gone, but that there's a switch in power. And I think, I really think so, you guys. All right, so we'll see what August has for us. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Delete forever. Yes, delete that one forever because I don't want to accidentally leave it. Okay. Because I don't want to have what we did last time happen again when I deleted something because it was like a repeat or whatever. So I'm trying to see if it's going to delete and leave this one up. All right. So as you guys know, this is a subscriber only chat. If you want to chat with us, now would be a really good time to hit subscribe because I require that you're a subscriber for at least 20 minutes. We tend to be a pretty cool crew. Okay. Okay. We tend to be a pretty good crew of people, but okay, we're still live, so the correct one deleted. This is interesting, y'all. I'm going to make sure we can see it on the replay. The cards that shot out, well, I guess I'll read them last because they were turned over. The energy, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. The energy of this is an Ace of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. In the upright, our Queen of Swords was Susie Wiles and also Hillary Clinton. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is like my big old proof card. Oh my gosh. And right underneath it, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my Lanta. Ooh, interesting. So we have an Ace of Pentacles. We have my Wandering Spirit card, the Hermit in reverse. We have the Judgment card with these grave boxes. You know we're missing a third person. We had Lindsay. We have Mitch, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, excuse me. Five of Cups in reverse. Because we would not cry for Argentina on this one. It's hope, forgiveness, moving on, and healing. This is definitely moving on. I think we had this last night as well. Huh. Whoa. And this is a big yes card. The Ace of Pentacles. But the Ace of Pentacles is also a big health event. Because Pentacles mean health. There are three things that we mostly use it for. Also documents, evidence. But health, wealth, and to me, like I said, I use it for proof. And then the Hermit card is my spirit world card, right? So wandering the spirit world. This is interesting. Okay, hold on. What am I receiving? I think that is what's going to happen. There's going to be a huge health event, allegedly, because we already understand he's gone. Huge health event this month. Huge. Now, I think it's also supposed to be clearance. Remember, we got clearance about mid-month. And that could be clearance. It could definitely be clearance because the judgment card, judgment card, and also it's around the 20th. And I think we got like the 22nd, 23rd around that time. In one of these readings we just had, there's some major shit coming this month. This month right here. Queen of Swords. Oh, wait. That's our foreign friends. UN, NATO, Ursula von der Leyen, ICC. Hold on. This is so funny because I have this phrase that's peeking out for the replay because y'all can see it on the replay. There's a card right under the Queen of Swords. The phrase that is peeking out is lost job. Like literally lost job. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's the little words right there. Lost job. What is that? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. And then release from the devil. Oh my God, these cards are like repeating. And then there's the Seven of Cups in reverse. No longer being smoke and mirrors, illusion, delusion, but having one very clear choice. A reality check. I have two knights poking at me. I have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Those are two very slow things. Lost job. Queen of Swords, lost job. Oh, don't tell me it's Susie who's going to lose her job. Oh, is she going to step down? I thought she was stepping down in November. Oh, dear. I think she's going to shift earlier. Wait a second. I think she's going to be shifting earlier. Okay, so far we have a major health event to get the third guy, or third person. Then we have Susie stepping down early. Now, lost job implies usually a firing. Ooh, is that like a Disney Cinderella? Anyway. I don't know what that is. Okay. But then we get the Ace of Cups in reverse. And here, these are the two that hit the, oh dear. This is interesting. These are the two that hit the table. So we have an Empress in reverse and we have an Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Empress in reverse often represents our vodka country people. Okay, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting that this artist has intuition in the reverse, which is really interesting. I thought it's usually in the upright, and it's loneliness. But he's not going until October. I'm wondering if this is a poisoning. Because what's really interesting is both of these cards have emptiness as their keyword on here. Both of them have emptiness on their keyword. Smothering, emptiness. And then the other one is emptiness, block creativity, loneliness. Then we have the Hermit in reverse, which is also isolation and loneliness. So there's something really interesting here. Are we looking at a poisoning, or is it going to come out of a poisoning? Is that what's going to come out? Well, I don't know how it's going to come out. We've already buried Lindsay. Poisoning vodka? You have some interesting things here. Because look at another Knight of Cups and a Two of Cups. This is what we got when we read on Lindsay. It's so interesting because I'm hearing that the deaths are not done. And for some reason, I also hear the phrase, keep on rolling. I don't know what that means. Um, okay. Now, what I was saying about this with Lindsay, this is how we understood that what he was doing over there was not just about some warehouse, just about a contract. What he was doing over there was, let's get it on. Like he was meeting with somebody over there for a little tete-a-tete. And that person slipped him something, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So this is starting off pretty interesting. I don't know if August is going to be kind to this administration. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not feeling the kindness of the cards at all. I think Susie's going to step down. I think her health is going to impact her, or she's going to say, for health reasons, she's got to step down. Though, truthfully, I think she'll be fired. But they're going to say she's stepping down earlier. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but sure. And I get a feeling that it's like narco firing her, which is interesting. Okay. Let's back this up a little bit. What is August going to bring for America overall? You know, that felt like, you know how you watch the police programs and you have the that 1 or 2 minutes that play before the credits, and you know, the theme music and stuff like Law and Order or whatever. That felt like that. Like, you know, the SVU or whatever. It felt like we just got the case we're gonna solve this month or something. All right. Oh, okay. Interesting. Being overlooked taught you to shrink yourself first. What is America going to be doing with that? Being overlooked taught you to shrink yourself first. This is the wrong deck of cards that I use for this. Hold on. Rejection saved you from a smaller life. And weak roots collapse under pressure. Okay, we're going to have to see what that's about. We're going to have to see what that's about. Oh, a numbing faded. Reality stepped in. Okay, this is what's happening. Overwhelm grows when everything feels urgent. And you ask for change. You just didn't expect it. Expect the cost. There we go. Boom. All right, so this is making some sense to me. Hold on. Oh, that's Harry Potter. I know Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Ooh. Okay. Oops. Let's see the shadows we're working with. All right. What are we here to deal with and learn in this month of August for America? What are we here to learn in this month of August for America? Authentic self, embrace the void. All right, the void is coming, y'all. Protect your boundaries. We've been getting that message of protecting your energy from these vampires, right? So that's the shadows we're working with. I understand this because we're about to get hit. We're about to get hit massively starting this month with what has been transpiring over the last 5 months. So that means that we're going to have to embrace the void. When things burn down, there's an opportunity for something new to grow in place. So this is your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Emptiness, look at that word again. And creative power, okay? So in this void, in the darkness, is a chance to bloom something new, something different. And then authentic self. This is what has burned down over the course of this year and a half. Not just this country, but think about your own lives. It has been getting rid of the things that are superficial, that are materialistic, that are not part of purpose, to be honest. So you're going to have to embrace this void. You're going to have to, as we start to approach the economic disaster that we are freaking facing, this is an opportunity to start new, to begin again, to begin in a way that is authentic to who you are, that plays on your strength, your uniqueness, and your individuality, so that what comes out of this is not just more of the grind, is not just more of the burn. So this is a warning that this is the month that we start feeling the results of the last 5 months. Okay. Which brings me to, and again, sacred boundaries. Protect yourselves from the vampires that we have here. The energy vampires, they want you to be depleted. They want you to be scared. They want you to be lost and confused and upset and all these kinds of words, okay? They want it, and we can't give it to them, all right? So, my fellow Americans, keep your eye on that. Now, like I said, don't normally use these cards for the beginning of the month to do the month read, but since my hand touched them, I'm going to assume that this means these were purposed for us to get. All right, so again, we have here, being overlooked taught you to shrink yourself first. Okay. And you know it's really, this is weird. Since we're talking about America, we're going to look at this from the point of view of America, okay? But this is weird. If you look at that, you have the red, and then you have the blue. And then you have this orange, which is something new and unseen and uncharted, okay? So this is literally, to me, an American card. And if you notice, the red are sitting up, they're sitting straight, they are, in line. But the blue person is on the outside. And while this blue person is on the outside, if they feel small, when they're really all, like, if that's not an illustration of this country, because there are more of us than them. There are more of us than these hateful people. And for some reason, because they're louder, we seem to think there's lots of them. But if there were lots of them, they wouldn't need all those bots. Okay? Anyway, so you need to understand that. Being overlooked taught you to shrink yourself first. You need to understand, you might be in a family of red people. But that doesn't mean they're right. And that doesn't mean they're stronger than you. That just means you gave them your power. Often because they were in a position of power, like your parent or something like that. This has got to stop because it's time to pay the piper. So anyway, this other card here, look at him. It looks like he just stood up now, right? Stood up, stood into the light. And this says, rejection saved you from a smaller life. Think about how small it is right now. And I'm not really going red versus blue, honestly, no. I'm going this ideology versus one ideology. But think about this. On the blue side, it's so vast, so different. Okay? We have those yacht people, and then we have the artist people. We have the straight-laced people, and we have the laced drugs people. We have everybody, right? So a lot of people on our side, if they are on the rainbow spectrum, they get to be that, or they decide to be that. But if you're on the conservative Christian, which they're not, but if you're in the cosplaying side, then your life is so small, it's so boxed in, and it's so not yours, right? So this is what this is saying here for me. Like, to give an example, is rejection saved you from a smaller life. So if you think about the fact that if you're rejected from your town, it means you had to look outside the town instead of staying in the lines, instead of coloring in the lines. It's like you get to be vibrant. You get to find your place outside of just the confines of your home. You get to jump online, or you get to travel. You get to do different things. And this is a conscious decision. So, because one of the phrases that I heard repeatedly for the last year is, I'm just a blue dot in a red town. I mean, count yourself lucky you're not part of that. You know, like you're not them. Because how close-minded would you be if you were? Here, and look at how zombie-ish this guy looks right now. If he's walking into the red light. Like a zombie, like he has his soul sucked out of him. So it's like owning who you are is literally the thing that's going to save your life. Man, like I'm trying to do a reading for America, but this is America. Like this is really what it is. Because a lot of us have had to go through disillusionment. I know I did. It's like, this is not the country I was promised. But guess what? We get to make it one, right? So when it all burns down, We get to plant something new, something different. And that's where this comes from. It says you asked for change. You just didn't expect the cost. It's cost us everything. Because look at this, the red and blue. These two different ideologies, burning is one almost. And he's far away from it. So it's like understanding what your identity is outside of your politics, right? Okay. And so, again, the big message that we got around the full moon was to not give them your attention. And that just makes sense with this card here where it says, overwhelm grows when everything feels urgent. And that is totally by design. And so, in this month, as things do ramp up, I'm telling y'all, it's ramping up this month. In this month, as things do ramp up, things are going to feel urgent. Everything is going to feel urgent. But it's not all urgent. Some things just gotta burn, right? So this is don't give them your energy all day. You can feel and then you can release. Okay? Feel and release because it's going to be an interesting chapter of the book here called 2026. I'm telling y'all, it's ramping up. So I just need y'all to understand who you are in this space. And it's not just me who needs you to understand it. This is the message that we're getting as we look into August. So this is a preparation thing. And it says here, numbing faded, reality stepped in. So there is no self-medication with things that are illicit and illegal. You're going to have to face this. Hey, sis, you're going to have to face this. As Americans, we're going to have to see what's really in front of us. Because the house of cards is falling apart. The sandcastle is crumbling. And we can't distract ourselves with so much stuff that we're not paying attention, that we don't do politics. Well, guess what? We have to face it. We have to face it. So again, as we go through this hard, oh, I love this. Hold on. I thought this was sand. Whoa, hold on. Sorry. Makes sense because it's saying the numbing has faded. Well, guess what? That's a block of ice. The ice is melting. That in itself is a metaphor. And then here's the House of Cards. So it says here, weak roots collapse under pressure. So this is the signifier card that let me know, all right, we're about to pay for these last 5 months this month. Okay? So you're being reminded that you are not to give it your attention. You're being reminded that this is necessary because it's confronting our shadows. All right? So it was weak in the first place. We had to keep putting amendments on it to try to make it. You know what I mean? But no, you can't keep putting Band-Aids on something that needs stitches. So don't give it your attention. Don't give it your attention. Don't give it your attention. Okay? Don't play small. Don't give it your attention. Don't give it your attention. If you feel it, and then let it move through you and let it move out of you. Exactly. Lipstick on a pig. Don't give it your attention. And honestly, like I just heard there's a recall on Canadian bacon. And I'm like, but is it really though? Because something they said is nobody's gotten sick from it yet, but you know, we haven't had inspectors or whatever. And it just made me think about the fact that we have 50% tariffs on Canada for smoke. So now I'm like, I don't think there's a problem with Canadian bacon. I think that's just more retaliation. We can look into it later, but let's get into August. All right. I think so, because it's late. Alrighty. So, I'm excited. I mean, it's scary because it means August is about to be a shit show, but it's necessary. Okay. So we just saw that. It's necessary. It's necessary. Oh, okay. It's necessary. It's necessary. All right. So that is the Page of Swords. Oh, that's a lot. All right. Is this just the overview? Okay. Ah, yep. We're working towards temperance. We have the strategy and the thievery. So there's two things going on here. We're operating at multi levels. There's a spiritual level where they're seeking temperance or seeking balance or seeking moderation, but there are two things going on. There's still the grifting that's happening, right? And that's about to ramp up. But it's also, while there's a stealing on the top, like right under that is the strategy. Because as we saw, they are putting together everything they need to take this down. And it's really interesting. Oh, and after that, yes, see? Look, right after that, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's karma time, babes. It is time for the wheel to turn. Ooh, it's time for a change. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many chills with that. Okay. Oh, and then after the temperance is the Queen of Wands. Oh, snap. And the devil in reverse. Okay. All right, let's look at it. So, overview for August. Hold on, I gotta put this back. Overview for August. Okay. So the first card to hit the deck, hit the floor, hit the table was the Page of Swords in reverse. Then we have, ooh, there's the Seven of Cups again in reverse. Then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. Then we have the Empress. She came back out in reverse. Okay. Then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Hey, Elise. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, America, what are we looking at as an overview? Do we have 6 weeks of... There's no way we have 6 weeks. What do we have? Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kinda. You know, Saturday is 1. And then the 6th one is Sunday and Monday. It's weird. I asked if we had 6 weeks because we have 6 cards. All right. Interesting. We kind of do. Like, we don't, but we do. If you don't know what I'm talking about. You notice Saturday starts where? I don't know. This is backwards. Saturday starts right here today. And then we have a 30-31 down there. So 6-ish. Hello. Hey, Becky. Where'd y'all come from? Why are y'all popping in 30 minutes in? I thought y'all were asleep. Okay. All right. So we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Gossiper. Oh, look. It has the word gossiper as the Page of Swords. So definitely more leaks. More leaks, more leaks, more leaks are going to be happening. These are leaks, not out and out whistleblowers. So there are some things we're going to know about that we should not be knowing about. 7 of Cups. This is going to be a big one, by the way. Big leaks. Big leaks. Huh. Leaks about what? Because I don't see any pentacles. There are no pentacles on this table. So we're not... Oh my God, it was so beautiful, the full moon. Okay, I am going to tell you, panic is about to start to set in. Oh, yeah, because we got all the school stuff happening now. Oh, man. Okay. People are going to feel really overburdened or really panicked. Mm. Okay. It's interesting because it does feel extremely financial. Because I'm hearing like 401ks tanking. This might be a stock market thing, but I don't see a pentacle, but I'm getting like stock market. You know what? This is interesting. August is when Bear Stearns crashed in 2008. What happens in August financially? There's panic. Okay, so I'm just going to write that down. I'm trying to keep track of what I'm saying. So that feels really interesting. Is this stock market crash? But the stock market didn't crash in 1929 until October. Let's see, stock market. It might be a stock market panic, not necessarily a crash. It might be a panic because that is a full emotional card of the Seven of Cups. Feeling trapped, feeling like you can't breathe, feeling overextended. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting because these are the white collar people. They're the ones who can mostly play in the stock market. Oh, oh no. I really feel like this is something extremely hard financial. Oh my gosh. We did start this reading out with the Ace of Pentacles in the beginning. This, of course, is not financial advice whatsoever. It's just alleged and entertainment only. I'm feeling a lot of panic though. Oh man. Okay, so something's going to be happening here. 401ks tanking. Why would they be tanking? I don't know anything about them because I don't have one. I just feel a lot of panic. Key events such as the August 24th global market sell-off. Okay, that feels right. That actually just resonated with people trying to sell off, sell off, sell off. Okay, that resonated. 2015 Black Monday was a flash crash. Oh, and the 1990 Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. Okay, I'm not feeling the invasion. I think they're thinking about the invasion as a way to distract from what's happening here. But I think we're about to crash. Okay, my advice. I know people have been saying this for the last 2 years. My advice is get serious about your stocking. Because if it's not happening by the end of the month, this month will spark it to happen. I feel the panic. I feel the panic. This feels like panic. And I'm like seeing, crisp white shirts, collars. So I'm feeling their panic. Thank you, Elise. I appreciate it. Our in house researcher. Yeah. I don't see secrets. Okay. It's going to be a response to some kind of policy. that is being pushed forward or floated by or something. It's going to be a reaction of these grifters. It's going to be a reaction to these grifters, but it's going to shock the economy, much like 2008 when Bear Stearns crashed. Huh. Get, like, for real. Like, I never felt everything that everybody was talking about before. Like, oh my God, prepare, prepare, prepare. I'm telling you now, it's here now. It's here now. Yeah, that 2008. This is the deja vu of 2008, August to September. Um, there's real panic here. I'm sorry to get stuck on this. Oh, okay. Well, I have to keep there because the hangman is in reverse. This is stalling, trying to keep the market from crashing by doing more diversionary tactics. But I think even they're extended. They're overextended as well. Exactly. This is needless sacrifice. You're sacrificing people and their well being when you don't have to. You can make a decision as the government of this country and you're choosing not to. This is going to be a direct result of some really inefficient governing because it doesn't have to happen. It does not have to happen. But now there's a desperation amongst them and they're not thinking clearly. I don't feel good about this particular part on that level. Remember, don't give them your energy though. I'm just feeling into the energies of this month. Yeah, they have been doing it already, right? For real, Becky. Wait till they go back to school this month. September, bro. Okay. Anyway. Oh, man. So then we have the Empress. And it would be good if she was in the upright, but she's not. She's in reverse. So they're going to make more policies that take from people in this time of need, right? So I think they're going to do more cuts instead of nurturing. Oh shit! Never. Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This feels like a weather event. Mother Nature. This feels weather. I don't know if this is a hurricane or a tornado or earthquake or both, like a combination. And there's a I can't breathe component to it, so I'm figuring a wildfire as well. Yeah, there's a combination, right? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. No, this is just the overview, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. We knew it was coming. That's why the words we got right off the bat was like, don't pay attention to this. Oh, man. This is this is just everything coming home to roost right now. Okay. This is a earth event. This is a weather event. A really bad weather event. Um, 3. Oh, she is the 3. Empress is number 3. So yeah, 3 bad weather events. Oh, madre de lo dio. Listen, I'm not a doom and gloomer. I promise you guys. We're gonna see what this is, but this is a prepping. Let's take it as a prepping live right now because that's what we're being told is this is just warning. This is coming up. Be prepped. I would suggest you get your storm equipment. You know, you have your box packed, you have your bag packed, whatever is your quick emergency stuff. Exactly. We've been expecting this. This is absolutely part of the unraveling. Thank you for keeping that in mind, because it is. If you remember the card said you asked for change, but you didn't think of the cost. This is the cost. Okay? This is a time to be absolutely prepared for emergency. If you can, order the solar equipment stuff. Order the solar battery packs, solar radios, solar fans, whatever. Just this is prep time now. It is absolutely prep time. And I mean like quickly. I don't mean like wait for the whole month. Just something, 2 weeks worth, something. But she feels like a few events. So this feels like three main weather events, and they feel different. So I don't know if we're going to get shaky. Probably. It feels kind of shaky. I'm praying not a hurricane because I'm here in Miami still. But it does feel like a wind event. So there's a shaky. I do feel like something windy, and I'm going to count on a fire. And it feels like there won't be enough water, so it's going to be somewhere where there's a data center. A data center planned, or a data center is already there. In fact, the fire could be caused by somebody setting fire to the data center. And it going out of control. I feel the out of control of it. So that could be what happens. It's somewhere where there's not enough water. Okay, so then we have the Two of Wands. Oh my God. Sorry. These glasses are broken, as you see. And I can't find the other ones. Here's my other leg, my crab leg. Anyway, I haven't felt this heavy stuff in a long time. But this is a warning. This is a warning. And remember, they're stealing, but underneath it, this also is a card of strategy. So things are actually coming together. Wheel of Fortune is right behind it. Seven of Wands is we will survive it. We will be able to fight off the worst of it. However, we're still gonna feel okay. We're still gonna feel. Oh, Superstorm Sandy? Oh no, there's a Hurricane Sandy. South Jersey. It went all the way up there? Where the heck was I in 2022? Oh, 2012. Okay, 2012. I think that's when my friend moved to New York. Is that Superstorm Sandy? But see, I knew that was going to happen. I knew one was going to come to New York because I was planning to move to New York. But I had looked up all the hurricanes because that's what I do. Yeah, because it was like September or something. I think it was like early September. But anyway, so, you know, like for instance, I'm looking up Tennessee, and the county I want to live in is like the third highest for tornadoes. Oh my God, no. Oh yeah. So to finish that superstorm thing, so I looked up hurricanes. I looked up tsunamis because California was also on my mind. So I looked up tsunamis, and I saw that hurricanes tend to hit New York every 60, 68 years. It was something around that. I know it was in the 60s. and it was due. And I was like, I can't move to New York until it hits. Oh my God. Yeah. And my friend moved like a few weeks before it hit. Anyway. So, okay. Anyway, so the Two of Wands here in reverse, stuck at home. Oh. They're not going to do another pandemic. They're not going to do another shutdown, though. There's no way they would do that. What is that about? Because ooh, okay. See, I can't even look at the other words because every time I go to the stuck at home list, is the crawly up my head. Okay, so I'm staying at the stuck at home. Oh man, is this a nuclear threat or like a bomb threat? Like uh, what would have us stuck at home? Mm, what would have us stuck at home? That doesn't look like a health card. That's why I'm wondering because it's just the it's the Two of Wands in reverse, and it's something about the world holding it in his hands. It feels like panic again. I'm wondering. I tried to put martial law through my head, which could kind of explain the Seven of Wands here. But, okay, there's chills there. There's chills there. So this does feel like some kind of government policy yet again. I think they're going to try to strong arm us. This is what that feels like. We're giving them too much time and space to get this stuff together. Stuck at home. I don't know. It feels like I know there are primaries in August. It could just be specifically a city having a bomb threat. Stuck at home. Or it could be all the smoke from the fire trapping people inside because the air quality is too bad. What is this? Diarrhea. Ugh. Don't tell me that cyclo thing. It's in Florida now, so. I don't know. I'm not exactly feeling martial. I'm just not. It's not sticking. I'll put that down to write on. And we can't be scared of it because it's the threat they keep using. So it's like, come on, get it over with already. Jesus. So we can see it's not that bad and just snap together and fight back. And I'm not saying it won't be bad. I'm just saying, like, the fear of something is always worse than the actual thing. But there's a Six of Cups, and this is a tranche. This is a release. This is the Eppies. This is the Eppies. Okay. Remember, y'all, temperance is working. Temperance is working. It's just trying to restore the balance. That's all this is. We got to shaky. We got to get things out. We got to scorch it down. This is all this is getting rid of the artificial. Just remember that. Like, if you got to breathe through it and say, okay, this is to get rid of it. This is to get rid of it. This is what you got to do. Let's see what's beneath all of this. The shaky. Hold on. I don't know why I keep calling it shaky, but that's what it feels like. Stuck at home. I don't know. What's beneath this? What is... Okay. Jesus, that was fast. What's beneath this? Rotten tooth. The smile is intact. The pain is private. The decay is structural and inevitable. Okay. And then filter. You're not comparing yourself to others. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. That doesn't feel like it's relevant. Oh, here we go. Damn, there's two things. Stagnant water. Safety became a pond. Comfort became a lid. Now it's just warm, standing death. And then the leak. The problem isn't the drip. It's the rot growing in the dark, paid for with your peace of mind. Fudge, man. All right, so this is the rotten tooth card. Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Okay, it's a lot of primaries in August. I think that's what that is. I think it because bomb threat keeps coming back to me. So I think that's what it is there's going to be major bomb threats across the country. China has had high amounts of COVID in the last month. You know, this is about the time that they had it when COVID itself started. They had it around this time, August, September. I think they started in July. And it hit us about November. They won't say it did. I think they still say it. It was like January, February. But it hit us in November because people had that flu that wouldn't go away. And then a lot of people had that I almost died in like December and stuff. Yeah. And people had this cough that wouldn't go away for like 4 weeks. Yeah. So we had it in like November. What am I saying? Bomb threats. I think it's bomb threats, y'all. It feels like bomb threats, and I hope not, because I am working at the polls this year. But that's what it feels like. It feels like bomb threats. Sorry. Because bomb threat is how they switched the thing last time. Yeah, no, there was some in September here. Because back when they were tracking things, I had started reading about the wastewater, and they were saying when it started showing up in the wastewater. And I was like, oh, so months ahead of time. Anyway, so here's stagnant water. It looks like the reflection pool. And here's the leak, which I feel like it's the main symptom of COVID. This one is a rash and fatigue for weeks. No, not any of the COVIDs I had. It was for my kids, and the rash is when your body attacks yourself. But not the COVID I had. That first one was horrible. Ooh, the dividend. Okay, yeah. I think this is okay. So here's what I'm looking at overall, y'all. The overall of America looks like a lot of stress and strain. But the very first message we got in the beginning was this is necessary. Okay. 72 mutations. Yikes. Okay. So, so far we have major health event for the third person. The third person on the judgment card. So that could definitely be our AI guy, and or it is the justice, the black justice. I think we're getting that Susie's actually getting fired, but she's going to step down for health reasons. This one's I'm a little questionable on. It feels like because I don't know. It's one of two things. Because we got the two cards we got in the Lindsay reading where we discovered that Lindsay was actually not marked here, but over there when he was with a partner. We got those same two cards. So I'm like, are we going to learn that that's actually what happened? Is that part of the leak that's going to happen? Is that we learn he was actually like allegedly for entertainment purposes poisoned over there? Or is there a new person who is going to be handled by vodka? Then we also are looking at stock market panic. Again, I heard 401ks tanking. And then apparently it looks like 3 bad weather events. Um, right now, I'll look into it and see if there's going to be martial law, or are we looking at bomb threats? And I think we're looking at bomb threats at big primaries, because that's what is used to allow them to go in and switcheroo. And thank you. It's because they have them infiltrated with some of their people to work the thing. All right. But interesting, y'all. We got a Queen of Wands in our corner, and we got that devil being released from the devil, okay? And we have that big stick. So this could, like I say, be them releasing this for us. Queen of Wands is a little scary though, because that tends to be Ira, though it's not in the reverse. And then we have a strength card, and we have the Emperor down, and then we have Narco. And now we're finally getting Pentacles, because I see a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles being, I forgot who Queen of Pentacles is. And then there's a Nine of Wands, and then there's a Four of Cups. So it's not all doom. I'm telling you, it's not all doom, but we're going over the big events. We're just going over big events. I promise you. They're not liking that progressives. Yeah, I think there's going to be threats because of that. Back to school next week. Yep. We have an orientation next week. Exactly. So now all those diseases are going to go into the petri dishes called schools. And so let's get ready for September, October, November, December, January, and February of diseases. Yes, we got the Queen of Swords very early on before I got into the energy cards. And that feels like our foreign females who are over foreign groups of allies. So yes. Look, oh my God, she came back. I'm telling you, she's going to help issue things in, because she realizes this is for the benefit of her countries as well. So, change is coming, you guys. Change, big change is coming. You know, think about it. When you have a baby and you have to give birth, you're going through a primitive thing where you have like one foot in the door as you're bringing a baby from spirit world into real world. Like, there's some major shit happening when you're delivering a baby, whether you're getting cut open or pushed open. And all of it is pain. Okay? All of it is pain to birth something new. We're getting the new. Your suspect zeros are going to ring. Listen, my son catches everything. I get COVID from him every time. I caught that razor blade one last year. I was not happy about that. And then the year before that, because I go to a clinic for my doctor, so I'm exposed to a whole bunch of people. I caught, like, I didn't catch cyclo whatever, but I might as well. When I hear people talking about that cyclo thing, I'm like, oh, I think I had that for my birthday 2 years ago, because I was out for a whole week, self-handling. Just like, y'all don't come in this room, and then keep the bathroom open. So I can imagine what those people are going through, because I think I went through it. Anyway, so this is interesting. I got King of Wands, but I got it in the upright. So this is the country leaders. So this is the country leaders, because whenever I saw this would be like, it's interesting. Okay. The Queen of Swords would be like the entity. Licking doorknobs. Okay, the Queen of Swords would be like the entity. So say UN, NATO, ACC. Queen of Swords is like the entity that these women are over. But the King of Wands are the men. Macron, Carney. I was going to say Starmer was part of it, but I don't know if they're still keeping him in the loop. They might, because I don't know if they're going to put the new guy in the loop. That's a good question. But these are the men who are, okay, I just saw Vladimir as part of that too. So that's interesting. So we see the White House down, and then we see this trapped thing. But right after that is Four of Cups in reverse and shady. I don't know, y'all. It's weird. I'm like, this feels like a soft soup with a C. That they're gonna push this guy out. I think they're gonna push him out. See, this is the exchange. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Scamming. One-sided charity. Abuse of power. It's interesting. If this was in the upright, I would be like, dang, we got it again. Because this is employment. This is what we got to prove. Yeah, see, they're fighting. That infighting is crazy. Listen, at least we're just getting into the book now, child. Hold on. I gotta put my dark glasses back on, y'all. We're just getting into the book because everything else was the prologue and the introduction. Now we are getting into the chapters of the book. We are there, y'all. We are there. And it really sucks that this Nolan shit and all this other stuff is happening because that keeps the race part of it alive as opposed to people coming together to fight against this thing. It's, but there's a, damn it, where did I put that black one? There's a little fortune card here. It's so crazy because I'm like, I looked dead at that other set of glasses and was like, okay, I gotta put them on. You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta go really dark. We're just going real dark today. Okay. The instant relief. Okay. So anyway, that's Wheel of Fortune. And what else? Oh, see, more. Releasing from the devil, the broken social contract, and I think the pedo guys are about to get exposed. That feels like that might be what the Six of Cups was about, is the pedo guys getting exposed. It is definitely going to be, it's definitely going to be an interesting month. It feels really, really, really heavy. But that said, it's, babes, can I please get to the thing? Oh, man. Okay. 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 I will read these later because they were turned over. Ten of Swords. How about that? Ten of Swords followed by the Tower. Followed by those leaders. Followed by the Ten of Pentacles. Followed by the Wandering Ghost. Followed by the Queen of Cups. Oh, England does still have a king, right? And he's old. He doesn't have a beard, though. Does Spain still have a king? They're taking over. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be trusting my soul to know Shady Vance. But I do think he is being used. Because, okay, here's what's also interesting is the women. We have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords out again. And I'm getting chills big time. Y'all, there is going to be some massive, I'm going to use the word interference here, but I think this is later in the month because I feel this, and look, there's a Four of Cups, so it's talking about something changing, and then there's another four here, the Four of Pentacles, and it's reducing. Four of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. And this is Five of Pentacles. So we got three Pentacles in a row. But this Pentacle, the Five of Pentacles, is in reverse. And this is getting help. And this is recovering. So, I forgot where I was going. Okay. The cards that fell are the Ten of Cups in reverse. There's a huge breakdown amongst Congress. It's a huge breakdown. There's a big rift amongst Congress. Judgment's here. Oh, that's what I was saying. Towards the end of the month, right? Again, after the 20s. Towards the end of the month, it feels like, because the first, if, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Because I feel like somebody lifting a boulder. I'm just going to say a boulder. Like, it feels like people lifting a big rock and then trying to carry it out. Like, trying to sneak away, like the Seven of Swords. Like, try to sneak away with it. And then everybody's like, blow the whistle. That's it. Game over. We're coming in. Like, it just feels like, no. No, no, no. You would crash the world's economy. You'll throw us into a war. It's just like, no. It feels like no. It feels like a really, really, really big no. But towards the end of the month. Because these grifters are going to try to do a big overhaul. And it's like, no. That is when they're going to commit a really big betrayal. And the leaders are going to step in and be like, no. That's it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Here's the evidence of everything. You guys suck. Blah, 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 blah. It feels like interference is a word, but rescuing. I don't want to say rescuing because we got to do our thing too, but they have something they're working on, y'all. High Priestess with this queen who will never go away. High Priestess with this queen who's not going away. They're working on something. They have something up their sleeve. So, and remember, the Five of Pentacles comes in reverse. This is relief, recovery, a positive change. So it's a shift. And then I just split the deck and there's a Knight of Swords here. So there's some fast movement around the end of the month. Yeah, it just feels like absolutely not. Nope, too far. I don't know what that could be. Is it the stock market crashing thing? It's absolutely not. Too far. Okay, so let's take it week by week. It's